Hello everyone, my name is the Chemist77 and welcome to Farming Minecraft episode 2. Today we are going to be dealing with these guys behind me, villagers. You see, I've got a few villagers, I've got a couple librarians, I've got a farmer, and I've got I think it's a toolsmith. But I'd quite like some more. So, uh, we can get a trading hall going, we could get a iron farm going, so that's one of my plans for next week's episode. But to get more villagers, we need a villager breeder. So that is the first thing that we're going to be doing today, is building a villager breeder. It's going to be designed by Logical Geek Boy. The link will be in the description. And yeah, that'll let us get infinite villagers as we want. We're going to build it just down there. And then the second thing we're going to be doing is building a starter house up there. Because that's definitely the correct order to do things in. um, so yeah, let's get started on this. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here is build a 9x9 dirt platform. This is going to be a farm for a farmer villager to grow and harvest crops to share with another villager. So if you don't know, villager breeding works by when two villagers have enough food between them, basically. They will be willing to breed, and yeah, so that food can either be carrots or potatoes or wheat or bread, I think. Um, and of course, by using a farm, it means it can be completely automated. So I'm going to be using carrots in this farm. It's what Logical Geek Boy uses in his design. And I think it's slightly better than wheat and potatoes. I think you could technically use potatoes, that wouldn't really be much of a problem, but wheat tends to be a bit of a problem because the farmer will obviously get the seeds in their inventory as well as the wheat. But yeah, the other condition for villagers to breed is that they need an excess of beds, so we're going to be using 4 beds, 2 for the breeding pair, and then 2 excess ones for any baby villagers. But as you can see here, we've finished this 9x9 platform. We've got the water source in the middle there to hydrate the farmland, and we're just going to hoe all this down and move on to the next step. So our next step here is just going to be to put a wall around the outside here. Doesn't need to be glass, I just like to use glass so I can see what's going on inside. And this is basically just to keep, well, 1 to keep the villagers in, and 2 to keep any hostile mobs out of the farm. Appreciate, obviously I'm building this in the middle of a river, so it's a little bit difficult for hostile mobs to get actually into it, but still good practice, and obviously it still keeps the villagers in, because you never want wandering villagers, they just cause they cause many problems. But yeah, so I'm going to finish up this, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so we finished our 2 high wall here, and next thing is to just get a couple of trapdoors in place. So if I just make some here, and they need to go here. So this is where the baby villagers are going to end up falling in, like I just did there. So there are going to be some beds just over there, and the baby villagers will try and pathfind to the beds to jump on them, but they'll fall down the trapdoors. So there'll be a little waterway underneath there that will push the villagers to a holding cell. And so that is what I'm going to build next. And yeah, see you there. Okay, so we have our little channel where the baby villagers will go. They'll go down here, and then there's a wall here. Because a wall is slightly higher than a block, which means that the baby villagers, when they stand here, they won't actually be in this water, because they're too short. When they grow up, though, their head will be in this water, like mine is now, and they will float up like this, where this water stream now will collect them right into this corner. Now, this house looks a little different in shape to how it was before. And there's I would like to say it's a very good reason for that. Basically, what happened was I thought it'd be quite fun to have this house be where the villagers came out of. So it'd be like a villager house with infinite villagers in. Because of how the nature of the water stream it went though, I've basically had to extend this house by a block or couple blocks. So, yeah, this is what the house looks like now. And I mean, it's not terrible, right? I don't know. I've seen better houses. Anyway, let's get the carrots planted. So we'll shut those for now. We will plant these carrots. And then it's time for probably the most painful part of building this thing, which is getting the villagers in place. So, yeah, I will plant these carrots and I'll see you up by my farmer villager. Okay, so we're up by my farmer villager. And what I need is I need this guy over there in the little carrot enclosure. So the way I'm going to try and do this is, first of all, let's get rid of this magma block because we don't want him to die. And the way I want to do this is by moving his composter. And I'm hoping, get rid of that trapdoor, that he will follow me over. And but no. Oh, for goodness. Actually, no, that'll work. That'll do. They can come in now. Just like that. They're in. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be honest, that wasn't quite as painful as I thought. But they should start breeding soon. And the last thing I want to do is put some torches in, just to keep this thing nice and light. I press L, it will show us my light levels, and we can see on there that's not going to spawn mobs as well. The last thing I will need to do is put a roof over this place. Won't do that on camera because it's just placing random blocks. Not that exciting. But yeah. So this villager breeder is actually almost done now. If I get these beds back in position, we can move on to the next thing. Okay, and with the roof on the house and the windows in, the villager breeder is pretty much finished. The one thing left that I would like to add in is, if you've watched Logical Geek Boy's design, an automatic villager, I don't know what you'd call it, not like a ejection or collection system, but I don't know, a minecart that picks up the villagers ready for transportation. So what we're going to do underneath here, and I hope I can do this right. I have not done this right. What we're going to do underneath here is dig a little staircase down. Like this. And the villagers are standing on this block. Means... And I guess these blocks here, or at least definitely this one, needs to be glass. I think that one does too. Like that? Yep, okay. So what we need to do is pass a rail up these blocks. Now rails will go through sort of this diagonal here. And that will pick up a villager as the minecart hitbox intersects this block. It will intersect the villager's hitbox and it will pick it up. So what I need is to first cut that out. Anyway, we're going to put a dispenser there, some powered rails, and yep, there you go, you see. They go up to that. And then I guess we might as well stick the last power rail there. I can make that not a path block. I will leave that cobblestone. And then all we need is a button. Go there. And that should... Yep, there you go. And that actually powers these powered rails as well. So I'll put minecarts in here. I grab one to demonstrate. Okay, so if we put a minecart in here, press the button. Out pops... Well, out would pop a villager. And I might actually get some... I might actually fill this sort of bit in here with dirt. It'll just give us a bit of a platform to work with when we want to move the villagers. Okay, so we've got our villager breeder. Now let's turn our attention to the other project for today, which is a starter house. Because I've definitely done this the right way around, built a villager breeder before I've built a starter house. Anyway, you may notice that I have had some copper out down here oxidizing. That's because I would like to use copper in this build. I've not actually planned this build out, so I'm going to be sort of like winging it a bit. I've got a general idea of what I want to do. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So for this build, I'm going to be using a combination of obviously oxidized copper, stripped birch or birch planks, I'm not entirely sure yet, and stripped spruce. There may be a few other blocks in there, but these are sort of the three major ones that I'm going to be using. So we're going to head up there and we're going to get building. I might do a replay mod time lapse. I'm not sure though. Replay mod has been a little bit weird on this launcher that I've been using. So we'll see. But I'm gonna hit start recording now on the replay mod. And yeah, I'm gonna be building the house. If replay mod doesn't work, there'll probably just be a little bit of a montage of me placing some blocks. Well, that's annoying. Anyway, well, okay. Eventually, that glass will be in place, but with that, we are actually done. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, it's all got to be, like, furnished. But, there we go. We're actually now complete. I'll chuck a couple torches down in here just to make sure mobs don't spawn. But, yeah. Our starter house is done. All I need to do is put some chests in, move the bed, and move all my storage over, put that last glass block in. It's a little bit flat outside as well. I think I'll add some extra detail into maybe a few more of the deep slate walls. I won't do any of that on camera. And actually, let's move this door. See what? Nope, not there. Let's see. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So I do want it. There we go. That looks better. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. I'm pretty pleased with this. Yeah, needs a bit of texturing and detailing on the outside because it's a little bit boxy at the minute. Maybe some walls, maybe some fences. I don't know. And obviously, we need some storage inside. We can get our bed and stuff done. It'll be great. But I won't do any of that in the video. It's just not that exciting. I might do it on stream next weekend, or I might just do it off camera. But anyway, that's the house done. Let's see, we've got 5 villagers and a few more just in here, one of whom is a little bit stuck inside the wall, apparently. Yeah, apparently sometimes that does happen. But, yeah. We've got villagers, we can take them out if we want. It's all looking good. We've got our villagers working away in here. It's great. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today. I'll be streaming this Saturday. Not entirely sure what time, probably around sort of late morning to afternoon. Over on twitch.tv/thechemist77. Please do come over and check it out. The VODs are also up for at least a week after the stream. But yeah, we built a awesome villager breeder. That's biological Geek Boy. The link to that will be in the description. And we also built the main part of our starter house, which is really pleased. So I'll go ahead and furnish it off camera or on stream next week. And yeah, by the next episode, it should be I should be all moved in. I'm also planning next week on stream to go exploring for a desert and a jungle. So if you want to come along just for a bit of a casual chat and run around the world, we'll be sort of heading off in, I think probably like that direction, back towards spawn, sort of like a northeast sort of direction. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you next week. Bye!